everyone, and a warm welcome to EduTap. So my good wishes to all the lovely students out there. So guys, this session is dedicated to a very important pillar of your examination, that is government schemes. I know, especially your NABARD Grade A 2021 is fast approaching. We have around more than 25 days left. So we thought that so many queries are pouring in. Students are worried how to cover government schemes, how to go about the government schemes, even if we have prepared earlier, what to do now. So if you're worried for government schemes, then you have to watch this session. Okay? I'll not take much of your time. I know your time is very precious, but in detail, and I'll try to wind up quickly and tell you each and every aspect of the government schemes that you need to prepare. Okay? So before we proceed, I would request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also join our Telegram channel. The link is in the description. So many sessions are going on right now on our channel for many other examinations apart from NABARD also. Okay, RBI, SEBI and other exams. So you'll be in the benefit if you subscribe, because a lot of free videos will be available and YouTube content. So guys, talking about your government schemes, I'll try to completely vanish your worry, but see, I'll take queries, right? Do not worry, I am here to tell each and everything about the schemes. Guys, first of all, I want to emphasize here, see, whenever you are worried, very important thing you have to do is, you have to sit, analyze and then act. After you analyze and you decide that this is the right thing, act on it. Though, trust me, the only thing which will vanish away your worry is your action, my dear friends. If you do not act and if you keep on worrying, nothing is gonna happen, right? So we will replace your worry with action, and your action will be oriented towards the examination only. That I assure you, right? Through the analysis of so many years, the team EduTap has created a few dimensions for you. I will discuss. So guys, please see here, I have written down here, these are the most important government schemes that you have to cover. Right now, like this is true for any exam, any year's examination, but we are discussing about NABARD Grade A 2021. At this point of time, if you have studied all the government schemes, then give priority to these. If you haven't studied government schemes, then stick to these, right? So very first is newly released schemes in past 1 year. So past 1 year would be 2020, 2021. Right? Now, out of these schemes, let me tell you the schemes that have been mentioned in the budget, the latest one. Please don't ask me, ma'am, which year's budget. I hope you know that the latest budget that has been released for 21-22 financial year is, I am mentioning. I hope you know this. So the schemes mentioned in latest union budget, latest eco survey, you have to cover them at priority because they have been mentioned in budget. That means they're very important. Either they've been newly released or some allocation has been made by the government. So government will make allocation to the schemes only which are important. I hope you understand. So past 1 year schemes, out of which this is your priority budget eco survey. If you haven't covered anything yet related to schemes, this is the key, guys. Okay. Second is, guys, apart from this, you have to cover the schemes related to your syllabus. Now, syllabus topics also I'm going to share with you, but the schemes that are directly related to the topics of health, education, employment, agriculture, these are some of the examples, right? So this is the first thing. Second is schemes prior to 2020, but those have been in news in this year. Let's say last 1 year. So old schemes, those have been in news. Now why will they be in news? Because probably there is some update which is taking place, or some new initiative has been added to it. So many examples are there. Jal Jeevan Mission, MG Narega, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee wala scheme. It is an old scheme but is in news every month. Now the students of EduTap, if you have the course, you know what I am talking here. I am talking about the document called Schemes Tab. I emphasize this again and again. I'll show you this document, okay, don't worry. For the students who are not aware about Schemes Tab, they will get to know, and even those who are reading Schemes Tab, they will get to know better. So guys, these schemes which are in news, we try to cover in Schemes Tab. You have to do that. Third पे आता है guys, state schemes. Now for NABARD, state schemes are relevant, but I want to emphasize state schemes of last 1 year, right? Plus, which are related to agriculture and rural development. They are more important as compared to other schemes. So if you feel that it is not feasible for you to cover all the state schemes, cover at least agriculture, rural development wali schemes. If I give you the example of Kalia scheme, it was asked Saur Urja karke scheme. So these schemes are related to somewhere agriculture only. That's why they were asked in earlier years, right? So the crux is, when you are covering schemes, you should have the priority set in your mind that first of all, I'll cover the new schemes which have been released in past 1 year of my examination. I've mentioned here, right? Out of those also you have to prioritize budget or eco survey wali schemes. You cannot miss them. Then you will cover old schemes which have been in use. How to identify? See, if you have been preparing earlier, then you know, because you refer to some current affairs compilation. If you have any course, or if of course you are EduTap subscriber, then you get this schemes tab. Then you know you have this document. Cover the schemes tab from 6 months. At this point of time, you are done, right? Third is state schemes. Again, you will find out if you do not have a specific course or anything. We are also going to discuss a lot of schemes. Your sessions are going on right now at 5 p.m. 7 p.m. You can watch these sessions. Okay? So first is the source. This should be clear. Is this clear to all my dear students who are there in the session? I want a thumbs up. Then only I'll proceed further. This is very, very important because we see that students are concerned. Ma'am, what scheme to cover? Which to leave? I'll tell each and everything. First you have to tell me that this is clear. You know the priority of the schemes. I can give you a complete list of each and every scheme you have to cover. It will be a document of 300 pages, 500 pages. But will you be able to cover it? Will you be able to retain it? That is why I am telling you, cover the most important things, right? So first, this is the priority. I am waiting, then I'll proceed to the next set that I have of discussion. Thank you, Rishikesh. Thank you, Prateek. Any queries related to this priority, feel free to ask. If not right now, I'll take up in the session also, like at the end. Thank you. This is the priority. I am telling you again, this priority has been created on the analysis of the examination. We have analyzed your papers from past so many years. We know what they are gonna expect from you, okay? Patterns might change, the level of examination might change, but at least there are few things that we cannot miss out. These are those few things. Now guys, I'll tell you most important ministries. So again, if you have time crunch, I have told you so many things, then also you'll say ki ma'am, sabse important kya hai lekin fir bhi. I get this question a lot. So guys, the list of important ministries is here in front of you. I'm gonna show. Cover the schemes from past 1 year mentioned in budget eco survey from these ministries, if you say you have less time. Also the schemes that are old but related to these ministries you must cover, right? So Ministry of Agri and Farmers Welfare. See, this is going to be true for all regulatory body examinations like RBI and even SEBI. Okay, even PFRDA in general awareness. But this session is specifically for NABARD Grade A 2021. Okay, so Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Rural Development, Tribal Affairs. Yes, tribal is a very, very important section of the society and NABARD gives due weightage to this section. Tribal affairs ho gaya, then skill development, entrepreneurship, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, such an important initiative of this ministry. I'm just giving an example. Social justice empowerment, important ministry. Then education, family, health and family welfare. MSME guys, again very important, especially because of the COVID thing. MSMEs are a very, very important part of our economy. They have a large share in our economy and they were impacted badly, right? So MSME and food processing industry. So this is somewhere related to this only, okay, agriculture. So, but still I have written here because sometimes you miss out this ministry because we say that, okay, agriculture bola tha, rural bola tha, kahin pe food processing ki baat nahi hui. That's why I have written it separately. So these are the most important ministries. If you cannot cover anything, pick up these ministries, open the websites, open any schemes document. If you have the course of EduTap, then I'll show you the document that you can refer, how you can refer it. Just cover these ministries, the latest schemes of 1 year and few old schemes that have been in use, right? Acha, this is clear, right? Now second point, when you open these schemes, no, a scheme, let's say, will be covered in 3 pages. Now next question what I usually get is, ma'am, now do I need to cover each and every point given in the document? You get this query, right, that what to leave in this scheme. So much of things are there to cram, especially when you have left a lot of things for the revision purpose. Then you will get this anxiety, right? Anxious हो जाते हो कि अब क्या करें, कितना कुछ retain करें. For that purpose, I have tried to sort out most important things, dimensions of the schemes for you. ठीक है? These dimensions are launch year, aims and objectives. There might be targets also apart from aims and objectives, right? Then key features you have to cover. Do not ask me, ma'am, do I need to by heart all these points? Yes, that is why you are covering a scheme. You have to by heart at least these points. Funding, again, budget allocation would be here definitely. What is the allocation for this year, for coming 5 years according to this year's budget? If this year budget allocation was not there, but they have a corpus, let's say, of any fund, this animal husbandry fund has been created, DIDF fund is there. So what is the corpus? What is the funding? Or how the funding is coming, like 60-40 hai government, central government and state mein, or it is a complete central scheme. So these things you have to know. Implementing agency, coordinating or monitoring agency. If one is there, cover it. If 3 are different, then cover all those 3. Right? Guys, this is the simplest way to cover schemes. So many questions you will get, so many PDFs you will get, but if you do not know what is the priority order, what is the most important thing, you will miss out on a lot of things. Okay, so that is why I'm telling you, targeted approach should be followed. Okay, most important, ministries. Earlier I told you the priority order, then after that you come to these ministries and cover these. If you cover these, you are ready for the examination. Trust me, revise those again and again. If you have covered these already, if you say that I have covered all these things, then okay, revise them, take the quiz, go to some other, extend yourself. Know that if you have covered schemes tab or schemes in news from past 6 months, cover 1 year more, right? Go in more detail, then go to the next features after this. Okay, so this is it, my dear friends, from this side. Now I'll show you a very important thing. Bear with me for a moment. Hanji. So this is the main schemes document, ministry wise document provided in your course. Now if you are a student of EduTap, you have seen this document. What we have done is we have compiled the important schemes from the year 2018, 19, 20 in a ministry wise format. This is the document, see. So till June 2021 all schemes are there. I'll show you. This is actually the document that has been provided in course. So see, Ministry of Agriculture, top. Fifth, so many schemes under it. See, this is the order we have covered. We have covered the schemes in your course in this format only. Launch year, aim, right? Features, all the features chosen from the websites of the ministry, the best features. Training is also a part of feature. It has been covered here. Then funding assistance is given. What is the amount for 5 years? How will it be done? And your implementing agencies and coordinating and monitoring agencies covered. So this is a document. This in our course we call it as main schemes document. Why MSD? In short form you can call it. Not Mahendra Singh Dhoni, right? A main schemes document. I was about to call it Mahin schemes document. Sorry for that. So many MSD fans would be here already. ठीक है, तो guys ये है आपका document. Please go through it thoroughly. We have provided it. If you do not have this document, then don't worry. I have told you what you need to do. If you have this document, then please just go through it. Out of these also, prioritize the latest ones. Okay, if any budget mention is there, it has been given here. We have also provided a separate table for the budget allocation that you can refer. Okay, I hope you find this really helpful because this has been formulated. A readme note is also there that what does it contains. Ministry wise schemes from the year 2018, 19, 20 and 21. So all the important schemes clubbed in the ministry wise format. Okay, you will be done for the schemes. Each and every ministry is given here, right? Dekh lo. Like, I am liking this document. Now I'll take you to another very important doc, Schemes Tab. So this is a monthly document, guys. We provide it in the form of a table, tabular format. So monthly summary of schemes that have been in news. So old plus new, both will be covered. This is I have taken from the month of June. For every month we have, starting from last October, it is there. Okay? I'll take up queries. So see, yes, schemes in news from the month of June. You can see. I'll just make it thoda big. Right? I hope you can see it now. Schemes in news hai. So PLI scheme of pharmaceuticals operational guidelines were launched. Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi is an old scheme, but it was in news. Let's see. Why was it in news? Written here so that you know what was the news also apart from the scheme. So news would always be small for the purpose it has been in news. Ministry of Health Family Welfare has launched the revamped central health guidelines and umbrella schemes of Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi. That is the reason it was in news. So we have covered it. That under the Health Ministry's discretionary grant and NHA, National Health Authority, an amount of 1,25,000 is provided to patients whose income is less than 1,25,000. This was the reason run was in news. Now, apart from that, we have covered the summary also. You see in the table form. Quickly, you just go through the summary, right? See. So, moving on to next news. So, this is the way, the smoothest way we have done, so that you refer to schemes tab of previous 6 months. Okay, at least 6 months. Ideally, you should be covered for 1 year, but cover for 6 months. You will get all the old and new schemes that have been in news. Okay, and then if you feel, you will find that let's say run is in news again and again. Every month it is coming. Then go back to main schemes document also. This one. Okay? And if you say no, it is a lot, I cannot do the schemes tab as well as main schemes document, then I would suggest you pick up the main schemes document and cover the latest schemes. Launch year is given, they are actually sorted in a manner. 2020 ka sabse pehle you will find. So cover the latest schemes of 2020, 2021, 2019 ka from this schemes document. Okay? Thank you so much. That is it. I hope all of your queries have been addressed. The doubts you had in your mind related to schemes, any other thing that you want to ask, please ask me. I am here for taking up your doubts, right? Please ask. I will be here to address your concerns. Meanwhile, I would just tell that we are currently running a mega revision series on our YouTube channel. This series has been started from 17th August, 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. till 31st, 17 to 31st, this is your mega revision plan. This is not your marathon as we come up every year. For that, you'll have to wait. It's a surprise. After 31st, we'll announce that. Okay. So 17 to 31st, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. we come and we are going to cover ARD static, ESI static schemes reports, top questions, 100 to 200 questions. Do join the series if you haven't joined it yet. It's completely free, available on YouTube. PDFs are also available on our channel. Do make use of it, or at least tell your friends who are looking for it. Okay? Hanji. Okay. Can we skip ESI static part for phase 1 of NABARD? See, your name is not written here, although topics is your name, which I can see. See, my dear, that at this point of time, if you ask me, I would suggest that if you feel it is very difficult for you to cover ESI static, please skip it. Focus on ARD static, ARD current affairs, your government schemes, ESI schemes. But if you say that, ma'am, I can take out, let's say, even 2 days for ESI static, I would suggest you to cover a few chapters like your inflation, balance of payment, monetary policy, fiscal policy, unemployment, poverty. So refer to those 4 or 5 chapters in a span of 2 days. You don't need to go in detail, just understand the concept. Okay, it will be really beneficial. But if it's really tight your schedule, you cannot, then skip it. There's no other thing, because obviously we have to go by the priority order. And priority order, the exam tells us static is not that important as compared to current till now. Right? Clear? Acha. How many months of current affairs for a complete beginner? See, for phase 1, especially GA, ESI, ARD are now your merit scoring subjects. 6 months I would say you have to cover for phase 1. At this point of time, I am assuming you have covered few months. So 6 months is the minimum time period. For GA, of course, I would say you can stick to 3 months because GA is of 20 marks. So you can stick. But for ESI ARD, you cannot take the chance. You'll have to cover 6 months well, right? Venkatesh, you can clear RBI in even less than 6 months if you have a plan, if you have dedication, if you have the right orientation, my dear, you can. Okay? Vishal, your question is not clear. In your schemes doc, ministry wise will be available. Vishal, yes, it will be there. But for this year's NABARD, only part 1 has been revamped because the most important schemes, as I told you, 2018, 19, 20 have been there. Old schemes, we tell you to go to schemes tab. Okay, so refer there. Dhanuj is asking how many months are needed to prepare for NABARD grade A. Again, same question. This is 6 months I've told you. Khasim has a question. Old flagship schemes are important. See, old flagships, how to determine if you are a student of our course and you are referring to schemes tab. It becomes easy because the flagship schemes, see, flagship scheme is the one which is the most important scheme of that particular ministry, and it is a kind of umbrella scheme. It has many other initiatives and schemes under it. Okay. Ayushman Bharat is a flagship scheme of this health ministry. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is a very important scheme. We can say flagship for this agriculture wala. So this is the example. When you keep on covering schemes, when you cover the target, you get to know that this is important, right? If you know the orientation of the exam. But obviously, I cannot expect you to sit and analyze the schemes. That's why I say you just open the document that is provided in the course, cover that. ठीक है? Economic survey budget खोल लेना, उसको you cover properly. Then you 2020 का schemes पढ़ लीजिए, you'll be covered. Rishikesh, planning for RBI Grade B. Start right now. What is stopping you? Start right now. Start from your, like, for a detailed strategy, you can get the calls connected. We get connection with, we'll connect you with our faculty members. The strategy will be provided, so you can drop us a mail for the detailed strategy. But when to start, I would say start right now, right? But start in the right orientation. एक और क्वेश्चन है, मैम, ARD static part is more important than ARD CAC. I cannot say this because ARD in ESI there is this thing that static has less weightage as compared to current affairs report schemes. But in ARD we have seen the trend has been changing. Sometimes it has been like equal weightage 20-20 40 marks है ना ARD के, तो 20-20 का कभी 15 हो जाता है. So both in ARD you should cover both properly, static as well as current. In ESI I can still tell you to take a chance with static if you have less time. EduTap notes cover schemes of 2021. हाँ जी विनय, बिल्कुल, of course I have shown this document, no, of main schemes document. We have covered June 2021 tak, and every month schemes tab is being provided to you. So every scheme that is newly released is there. Okay? A NABARD annual report. Ayushi, that's a good question. NABARD has recently released its annual report. They got to know that grade A students are there. So let us increase their syllabus, it seems. So, chalo, on a serious note, guys, the report has been recently released for the year 2020-21. We are gonna cover it, right? We'll also try to cover it in your upcoming session somewhere. I would suggest if you have time crunch, then just go through the document. Like, what does it say? Which schemes are mentioned there? What are the turnovers mentioned? Just those things. Rest, it is more important for phase 2 and not phase 1 as of now. Okay? Annual report question done. Santosh is asking, I'm preferring YouTube revision series for GA. See, GA, jitna kar lo, I would say is less. So cover as much as you can. If you feel YouTube sessions are like, you can cover from there only, then take quiz. Achha, on that note, I want to also tell you that we are also going to come up with a All India mock test. Okay. So for that, again, you'll have to wait. You'll have to prepare thoroughly, and the details will be out soon. I think questions are now being repeated. All the concerns have been taken up. One last thing I want to emphasize. See, it's a good thing that you cover from YouTube a lot of videos. But Please do not forget, YouTube is not at all sufficient. It provides you a lot of things, but no one can guarantee that you only cover YouTube sessions and go. You should have some document to cover. That I would like to say. Okay? I will not discuss about descriptive answer writing at this point of time, my dear friends. First, clear phase 1. Don't worry, we will be there with you. We will provide you sessions. What descriptive answer writing? Now, just like 20-30 days before the examination, I would suggest you to focus on your phase 1. Clear that, then we will discuss. A lot of hand holding will be provided. We will guide you to right answers. Okay? Thank you so much, my dear lovely friends. Do not forget to join this. You will thank us later when you see these videos. Best quality content is being provided by the faculty of EduTap. ARD static. Most important reports, top 100 questions from past 1 year. Government schemes, top 100 questions, top schemes in the form of questions. ESI static. You say no, you cannot cover ESI static. At least see these lectures. One lecture is of 40-45 minutes or 1 hour at max, and these will cover you thoroughly, right? So yes, thank you so much. For any queries, any other thing that I could not answer right now, please feel free to drop a mail at hello@edutap.co.in and do visit our website to know more about our courses. One more thing, last thing, we have launched this MCQs course. Around 3000 MCQs have been provided in that course covering ESI and ARD. Do check out that course. It is available on our website, right? Drop us a mail if you want to know about it more. Thank you so much for your precious time. Lots of blessings to you guys for your upcoming examination. Keep yourself focused. Do not worry. Just act, act and act. Your action will take you through. But action has to be oriented towards the exam. ठीक है जी? Thank you. एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन ले लेती हूँ. वगीश बार बार लिख रहे हैं. करंट अफेयर्स मार्च टू अगस्त और एनी अदर मंथ. देखिए, लेटेस्ट 6 months करने होते हैं. इफ यू हैव लेस टाइम 4 months कर लो, पर आई सजेस्ट 6. इससे कम इज अ रिस्की थिंग. ठीक है? Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care, my dear friends.